I'm here, guys. I'm here.
Made it back for a walk through the door. Throw it up, make it rain, let it go. Like whoa, 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 whoa. Playing with the money like whoa, 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 whoa. I be playing with the money like whoa. Still got a lot more to go. Made it back for a walk through the door. Throw it up, make it rain, let it go. Like whoa, whoa, whoa.
I accidentally knocked my camera offline. I bumped my camera cord. Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm back. Did that? Nope. Okay, I kept the stream on. Okay. Cool. Let's at least want to wait until someone gets on here. Just hop on here. Hey guys, welcome into the show. My name is Austin Facer. It's good to have you here. This is the Fifth Quarter Live. It's the let me start over. It's the first show under the new branding. Got the new Twitch handle name. Working on a little bit of a logo. I put that together in like less than 2 minutes on a. Put that on in less than 2 minutes here. Can you guys hear me? By the way, for some reason, my parts of my audio are coming in through my computer. Other parts are coming in through the Rodecaster. Okay, I think you guys can hear me now. Let me just make sure. Let's just check the sound mix. Check. I'm showing up on the sound mix, which is good. Okay. Anyway, hey guys. Well, again, this is the Fifth Quarter Live. Kind of the theme of this show that I'm going for. It's going to be kind of like an old-timey sports radio talk show where you can call in and chat, give your takes. I have some overlays set up here, some reactionary stuff. If I think your take is stupid, if I think you're an idiot, or if I think you're really smart, I'll let you know with some fun on-screen kind of triggers and all that. I got those queued up here. Anyway, it should be fun. I'm pretty sure I got my, yeah, I do have it. Okay. So I've got my phone linked as well to the mixer. So that's not my phone number at the bottom. That's a Google Voice number. So I don't have to really pay that much attention to you guys when I'm not on this show. But yeah, feel free to call in and chat if you'd like. Have a little bit of fun. Again, this is just kind of a place for anybody who can call in bullshit. Just play by a couple rules. I just ask you to just be somewhat kind. You can say whatever you want. Within reason. Don't be racist. Don't be too much of an asshole. You can be critical of people. Certainly. It's kind of like a big point of this is to have some kind of healthy criticism, right? But, other than that, just call in, chat. We'll keep it sports related, all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, without further ado, the big story today, obviously, I think this took place last night, I believe, where Olympian, superstar gymnast Simone Biles withdrew from competition due to mental health concerns. And I'll tell you, I'll kick this off by telling you what my thoughts on it. I've kind of gone back and forth on this. I've been thinking about it a little bit. I think it's a really interesting moment. Okay, I'm starting some music right here in the background. I have to play royalty-free music just due to Twitch DMCA concerns and all that. And most of the music is not very good, just to tell you the truth. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the good stuff here. Turn on the music that has swear words. Oh, this is great. Okay, sweet. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, most of this music is not very good at all. Just, disclaimer there. I'm aware of that. This isn't music that I particularly enjoy, but, I can't play the good stuff because I don't have the money to license it and all that good stuff. So, anyway, again, this is the Fifth Quarter Live. Thanks to, I got a couple viewers on here, and it means the world to me. Appreciate you guys. Beard's looking a little ragged, a little haggard. Need to get that trimmed up. Feel free to comment on that if you'd like. But yeah, feel free to call in. Feel free to call in, my dudes. And yeah, we'll just get it going. So, the Simone Biles thing. I'll tell you what. Okay, let me just recap what happened here. I'll give you guys the rundown in case you haven't been paying attention to the news, which is unlikely because I'm assuming both of my two viewers are sports fans. But obviously, what happened last night, the Olympic team gymnastics competition. Let me just see here. Let me just see if there's like a little timeline here. So I guess Simone Biles, right? She, by the way, what's the medal count? How are we doing here? How are we doing on medal counts? Okay, so team competition started, right? Simone Biles hits her first vault, stumbled a little bit, right? Wasn't a super clean landing. She stumbled a little bit. At that point, I guess, as it came to be revealed later, she was feeling a little stressed, overwhelmed, I guess you could say, about the circumstances in the moment, feeling a lot of pressure. And she decided to withdraw from competition. So she left. She left the competition. Afterwards, it was people were, it was first reported. She's like, oh, she left due to medical concerns. She blah 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 blah. And a lot of people were like, is she injured? Like, what happened? It came to be revealed that she left due to mental health concerns. She spoke about it afterwards, and she said, quote, I just don't trust myself as much anymore, Simone Biles, who is 24, said afterwards. I don't know if it's age. I'm just more nervous when I do gymnastics. I feel like I'm also not having as much fun. And I know these Olympic Games I wanted to be for myself. I'm still doing it for other people. I had to do what's right for me and not jeopardize my health and well-being. So that's why I decided to kind of take a step back and let them do their work, referring to her teammates who finished with the silver medal. So yeah, she withdrew from the competition. Teammates had to go on without her. They finished second behind the Russian Olympic Committee, which is not the Russian national team. It's the Olympic Committee. So yeah, that was the dealio. So that happened. And I guess, I'll tell you my initial reaction. I just looked at this. I looked at this, and I thought, hey, I need to message the guy, by the way. Just find my DMs here. So I was, at first I was like, God, that is so weird that she would just leave her team hanging like that, and I was like, man, that doesn't seem like something that something that like a star athlete should be doing, leaving their team hanging like that. But then, as I thought through it, I got a little more insight from people whose opinions I like really respect. And I was like, God, you know what? Yeah, this actually makes like a little bit of sense, like why she would withdraw from the competition. So I love to talk to you guys about my insights on that. Feel free to call in. Let me just see here. All right, cool. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I was like, it's kind of weird, but I think to understand why Simone Biles withdrew from the competition last night, I think it requires a better understanding of her entire story. That's my thing. That's my feeling, right? I think to really appreciate like who she is as a person, why she probably stepped away last night or whatever day it was in Japan. You have to remember Simone Biles has been through a lot. Okay. And I think sometimes when we see these little moments in time and these kind of like interesting little stories in sports, we forget to look at the whole picture of who she is. Like for me, I posed that question on Twitter, on my Twitter handle, which is @AustinFacer. You can follow me there if you like. And I was like, I tagged a couple of my friends, 2 women who actually work in sports, and I was like, I need to get your insight on this. Like, what's essentially like, let's say this, like LeBron James, did something similar at halftime of an NBA Finals game, right? What would be the reaction to that? Would that be okay? Would people be cool with that? I was like genuinely curious, like. How would that fly? And the interesting thing that I heard from one of my friends is like, well, the problem is LeBron James wasn't sexually assaulted by people who were, supposed to protect her, and especially in like a national team setting. And then I was like, oh my God, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think we all need to understand that there is way more than to who she is as a person than just that moment that that whatever happened during her shaky vault landing and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm gonna put this on. I hope I don't get a DMCA thing. I think, because I'm going to comment on this, that it should be cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to play it in my ear and let you guys, and then just fill you guys in on what I'm hearing. So I'm just going to play this in my ear. This is Lori Hernandez talking about what happened during Simone Biles' missed vault landing. This is Lori Hernandez. Okay. Okay, so she's explaining the vault. Let's see how. Laurie Hernandez explaining that Simone Biles kind of had a something happened in the air while she was vaulting. She had some sort of aerial disorientation. It's kind of rare for Simone Biles, is what Laurie Hernandez is saying. So the comment that's being made here on nationalreview.com by Dan McLaughlin, who I don't know who he is. He's a senior writer there. Let's see here. So essentially, Dan McLaughlin, I think he wrote it's like a real short write up. It's probably like a 400-word write up, but he's like, this seemed weird that she would just walk away. She's a tough athlete, at that level. Like when you're at the highest level of any sport, like chances are you have some level of mental toughness, right? Especially a place she's been before. Essentially, she got lost in the air, which is as explained by Laurie Hernandez. And I'm going to just put the music back on. But, what Dan is saying is like, gymnastics, if you land the wrong way, especially when doing something incredibly aerial and spinny, like a 2.5, freaking twist, whatever the hell they're called. You can break your neck. You can get really hurt. And we see kind of some things, like, I think we forget, like, sometimes, like, gymnastics is like a pretty physically demanding sport. Especially, in the sense that, like, hey, if something goes wrong and you land weird on your neck or, like, any other, like, I don't know, part of your body that would break, I don't know, whatever. Like, you can get fucking hurt. Like, you can break... Imagine, this is going to sound really macabre, or however you say that word, really morbid, but just imagine if Simone Biles, like, had some sort of, like, accident midway through the air and landed on her neck and died at the Olympics. Just imagine what that would look and feel like to the entire sports world. That would be fucking crazy. That would be like one of like the biggest sports incidents ever. That would be it would be bonkers. It would be for one, incredibly tragic, but also just, I think we'd have to rethink everything we do about sport. We think about sports as a society if that were to happen. And let's be real. All the people who are criticizing Simone Biles about not being able to physically perform, or not being able to mentally or physically perform last night, could not do any of the stuff that she does. Let's be real. That's just not even like it's just so ridiculous. I mean, like, there's all these like fat losers, myself included to an extent, who just go, oh man, you're at the highest level, you gotta, what's your problem? You can't do 3 flips in the air. Like, guys who like literally could not do a somersault if you rolled a trail of donuts out in front of them. That might be the only reason why they could do it. But it's just insane to me that, that was the argument to me. And, the more I've thought about it, like, there is a difference, right, between like LeBron James, like this hypothetical situation where, let's say LeBron James had to withdraw. Basketball is not like inherently super as dangerous as gymnastics. It's not. Like if in gymnastics, or anything really in life, if you screw up, like essentially falling from like many feet in the air, many body heights, multiples or whatever that is, however the cool way of saying that would be, you will die if something bad happens, and if something a mistake is made in the air. It's dangerous. And on top of that, like, like Simone Biles, like I'm sure she's aware that like she's that sport's biggest star for sure. So there is a level of pressure inherently that comes with that, right? And a lot of that I think she puts on herself. I think, I think she likes to play into the, the GOAT argument, and that's clear. Seeing she's put GOAT imagery on her unitard and all that kind of stuff, right? There's a level of confidence that probably could be taken as a bit of cockiness from her at times, but she still does something really crazy and borderline like dangerous, I think we forget because she's so good at it. Like the things that she does are bananas, right? Like 99.999999999% of the earth could not do what Simone Biles does on a consistent basis. And guess what? Something went wrong. It went wrong at the highest level. Went wrong on national and global television on a huge stage. And, unfortunately, there's criticism that comes with that, especially when it comes down to like an issue that's probably not as well understood as it should be, being mental health, So I think that's kind of the consequence of that. Is it right? Probably not. Is it fair? To an extent, maybe. Yeah, I think athletes should have a certain level of criticism. But I think when we like take the time to understand it, especially to weigh in the dangerous nature inherent in gymnastics, it's way more understandable. And that's where I've arrived. And if you haven't arrived there, it doesn't mean you're wrong. Well, it does, because I'm always right, but it also means you're stupid is what I'm saying. So that's where I stand. If you guys, I have one viewer right now. I don't know who it is. It might be my mom. If my mom wants to call in and talk, like, she's welcome to. She has my real phone number. That would work. Or you can call into this number below. It's my Google Voice number. Feel free to do that. I had to take a half day at work today because my back was really hurting. I slept weird on my back last night. I had a lot of back issues in my 20s. Wearing down quickly, boys and girls. Let's do a check-in on my bets today. If you guys are interested in sports betting at all, I do so. I just kind of play around for fun. I don't do like a ton of money or anything. It is kind of interesting to see, how things play out, see what the experts say, right? So if you guys are interested in getting into a little bit of sports betting, having some more, it makes watching the game a little more exciting as you do so. I would encourage you guys to do so. I've got a link for anybody who's watching on my About page. I've got one of those cool panel things I designed, link to online sports betting at BetDSI. Go ahead and click that link and just deposit like pretty much any amount. It doesn't really matter. As little or as much as you're willing to lose, is what I would say, because there's no guarantees in anything, right? But no, it's a good time. So let's see. So today I did 4 bets today, right? So my one bet, which I'm sure I'm going to regret for many reasons, namely losing money, was I picked the Mariners to beat the Astros today. I think the Mariners just made a trade. They traded one of their relievers to Houston, who they're playing tonight. So I'm sure it was just like, hey, just head over to their clubhouse, one of those kind of things. That happens, right? So let's see. They traded Kendall Graveman and Rafael Montero for third baseman Abraham Toro and reliever Joe Smith. I think I don't really follow the Mariners as well as I should be, but they're still in the hunt a little bit. They're not out of it, and it's the end of July, which to me is astounding. That is, as a person who has considered themselves a Mariners fan their entire life, the fact that the team is still competitive at a certain point this late in the year is amazing. That makes the season already a success, that we're going into August and the Mariners still have a chance of really are not in dead last. I think is like a huge accomplishment. Anyway, so my bet was their money line over the Astros. They were the underdog. They were like a 150, like a plus 150 underdog. I did just a little money line bet on them. Right now, they're in the bottom of the second. Mariners are at home, I believe. They're trailing the Astros 3-2. The other bets I made involved the Detroit Tigers game against the Minnesota Twins. Looks like I'm going to lose that one. It's top of the ninth there. Let's get into this. Top of the ninth, 1 out. Tigers are at the plate. Bases are loaded. They have 1 out. Let's see. 1 out. They're trailing 5-1. So you guys are gonna see my reaction live, right? Eric Haas is their catcher, who's batting .242 with 16 home runs, which is not bad at all. He's at the plate. He has a chance to tie the game with a grand slam. You're gonna see if we, as in all Tigers fans out there, I'm now associating myself with the Tigers because I put money on them today. If we tie the game up here, you guys here on Twitch watching this live are gonna see me get pretty rowdy here. Pretty rowdy here if that happens. Okay, so is there a way to watch this? Probably on MLB TV, I would imagine. There's no chance in hell I'm going to subscribe to MLB TV. MLB.TV, unless they want to throw me a subscription. 2-1 count, 1 out. Haas is 0 for 3 today, 2 strikeouts. Being pitched to by Hansel Robles of the Twins, who in his picture wearing Angels hat, so I'm assuming they're the Angels at some point this year. My other bet today was Pirates money line, because I saw a lot of people thought they were undervalued, underappreciated by Vegas. That did not turn out to be the case. They lost 9-0 to the Brewers. So money that would have been better spent shoving it up my asshole. So that's what that was. All right, come on, Tigers. Come on, Tigers. Let's go, Tigers. Bases loaded. Bring them home. Bring them home, Tigers. Come on. No, I don't have like my rent on the line. I just have a few bucks here. So. Anyway, if you guys want to call in and chat again, phone lines are open. 801-935-8937. Oh, here's an interesting development. The NBA play-in tournament will be back for at least one more season. So that was part of the key dates that the NBA released today. What were the other key dates? Interesting. Latest possible game for the NBA Finals, June 19th, which I think is a huge mistake. Schedule. Training camp's going to begin September 28th, so they have 2 months now at that point before training camp. Regular season will begin on October 19th. Regular season will end April 10th. So, I don't know. My opinion relating to the NBA has been, I understand, there's a hope and a desire to get things back to normal. I'm a little nervous about that, to tell you the truth. I think the vaccination rates in this country, especially certain parts of the country, suggest that we might be in a little bit of trouble in the fall. But yeah. shit was. Oh yeah, I was like, my viewpoint on the NBA. I thought the best course of action for the NBA should have been moving the schedule back 2 months permanently, right? And I think we saw, the results of, getting through the bubble, ending the 2020 season, in Orlando as best they possibly could, and then it's really kicking off this last season, with very, very quick turnaround. I think we saw that have some really negative, adverse effects, especially in the postseason. I mean, we saw, there were many injuries in the postseason, many star players, guys who were probably just exhausted, fatigued, and LeBron James, mentioned it on Twitter. He's like, you know what, I told you this was a bad idea. We should have had more time for the guys to get some rim rest, to recover, all that good stuff, right? And I think, the amount of injuries we saw in the postseason, especially ones that affected my team, the Utah Jazz, really made a big impact on how things played out. So I thought as a response to that, and just as a way of doing business moving forward, I thought it would have been in the NBA's best interest to start the season from here on out by playing opening night on Christmas Day, right? I mean, we have seen so much success having NBA games on Christmas Day, right? We've seen a lot of really fun matchups. I think most people are at home on Christmas Day, right? Unless they're at the NBA game. It would have been a great great time for everybody to tune in, get excited about a new season, start with huge viewership numbers, and then they can play later into the summer, and they can own these now we're in the fucking lame months where there's nothing really going on except baseball. And I think there are certain parts of the country, especially here in Salt Lake City where I'm doing the show, who don't really care about what's going on in baseball. It'd be a great opportunity for the NBA to really own these later summer months by having the NBA finals in maybe late July or August or something. I thought that would have been really smart by the NBA, or even September. I thought that really would have been a really smart adjustment by the. Oh, I know why I can't hear my music, because that might have been way too loud. Oh, I hope you guys could hear my voice. I had the microphone messed up. Sorry. That's why you guys couldn't. I was wondering the whole time why I couldn't hear the microphone, but I had my everything muted, and I had nothing in my ear but my own voice. Hopefully you guys could hear me. I'm still kind of learning how to use my my mixer here. But anyway, I thought that would have been a great move by the NBA. I thought that would have been a really savvy adjustment to the post-COVID era. But what do I know? I'm just the genius, I'm just the genius who knows everything. Back to the oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. They hit it. They hit the grand slam. They hit the fucking grand slam. Holy shit. That was amazing. I can't believe I missed that live. I was so caught up in my rant about NBA that I missed a huge break in my bets tonight. Oh my god. Tigers down 5-1. I put a little money on Tigers money line, right? It's the top of the ninth, 1 out, bases loaded. Eric Haas or whatever his name is at the plate. I'm like, hey, if he hits a grand slam, I'm back in the mix here. I could win my bet. I'm like, okay, let's not worry about it now. Let's get on a rant about NBA bullshit, blah blah blah. Sure enough, grand salami. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, that's unbelievable. I can't believe it. I did something. I don't know what happened, but I summoned some sort of ancestral spirit. The betting gods came down from heaven to earth and blessed me. And you guys got to see that live. Well, I mean, kind of. You got to see my reaction as I found out. Oh my God. I can't believe that happened. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I was worried I was going to miss all my bets tonight. There's still a really good chance I might. But I'm still alive in the top of the 9th inning. Holy fucking shit. That's amazing. That was awesome. Yes! Oh, that is amazing. Yes! Oh my God. Just if I had been there in Minnesota, and I think this is gonna make things really fun. Because we're gonna, like, in a few years, this is gonna happen. There's gonna be a sports book in every professional sports arena. Especially baseball, I think would be great. Had I put my money down there and was watching it live, I would have been the biggest jackass ever to all those Minnesota fans. Just watching my bet stay alive right there with a grand slam in the 9th inning. Holy shit. That's exhilarating. I didn't even see it. I just saw it on the Gamecast here on ESPN. And that's the most exhilarating Gamecast moment I've ever had in my entire life. That was a real thrill. We'll see what happens. We'll see if the Tigers can pull it off. If they don't score again this inning, they might not, because now they have 2 outs. They'll have to hold off Minnesota in the bottom of the 9th. And then, make something happen in extra innings. Man, that was cool, though. That was fun. Hey, this is the 5th Quarter Live. The plan was only to go for about 40 minutes tonight. That might be the plan from here on out, just to do each show about 40 minutes. Maybe an hour, maybe longer, depending on the circumstances. I don't know. I probably should set a schedule for this. Still kind of working my way into understanding this kind of stuff. Getting more into streaming and into Twitch. Anyone, I see I have 2 viewers now. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. Feel free to call in if you like. Number is 801-935-8937. I have my phone right here. That's not my phone number. It's a Google Voice number. But I can still connect you here. But yeah, that was a blast. That was exhilarating. God, that was cool. Okay. So, anywhoosie. What we're going to do now, I'm going to do a little thing called set up a YouTube account. So I can create a channel and post this later afterwards. So you can follow me on YouTube. Again, I've got TikToks here. I'm going to try to do a TikTok clip later. Also an Instagram thing, whatever. Chia. Brah. I have 27. My other channel, I have 27 subscribers. I don't know how that happened. I guess I could just upload it here. I guess that would be okay. Yeah, I still don't have everything set up. I worked for like way too long to make this overlay the other night, and I still have some things I want to do to make it better. I don't want you guys having that much of a look into my life, really. I don't want you guys seeing what happens in my kitchen or my certainly not what happens in my bedroom, but just gonna have to set it up here a little bit. Anyway, so that was exciting. That was fun. Again, this has been the 5th Quarter Live. I gave my thoughts on Simone Biles tonight. Gave my thoughts. I didn't talk about Aaron Rodgers. I was just looking at my ticker here. I didn't talk about Aaron Rodgers. I have some thoughts on that for sure. Also, college football conference shakeups. These were really just like suggestions for things I can talk about, or things that you guys might want to talk about. So keep an eye on the ticker here moving forward. I'm going to try to do this show more often. That was a lot of fun, though. Yeah. Anyway, hope to get some callers in the future. And I hope to get some love and some money from my Tigers bet tonight. So we'll see how that plays out. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Do all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all so much. And I'll talk to you later.